You're listening to Queen Audiobooks, a gentle companion as you reset after burnout. If your mind feels frayed, your patience thin, and your spark dim, you are not broken. You are a woman who has given a lot, more than your system could sustainably offer for a season. Burnout is not a personal failure. It is a signal from a wise body. It says slow down. It says place the oxygen mask on your own face. It says, return to the simple things that make strength possible. You do not have to earn rest. You do not need permission to choose a different pace. Today, we begin again with small routines that build steady confidence. Brick by brick. Imagine a soft reset button. It is not dramatic. It does not demand a sabbatical or a perfect plan. It asks for one small thing done well, then another. The smallest reliable change is the seed of a new season. You will practice tiny acts that restore your nervous system, your attention, and your sense of self. You will also learn gentle words that protect your time while keeping your relationships warm. We will keep 3 refrains close. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Begin with breath that tells your body it is safe to slow down. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold for a count of 2. Exhale through your mouth for a count of 6. Do this 3 times. This pattern turns down alarm inside you. It gives your mind a handrail. When your day feels loud, you now have a simple answer. Pause. Breathe in 4. Hold 2. Breathe out 6. Say to yourself, I can do one thing at a time. Your worth is not your speed. Now choose a morning anchor that takes less than 2 minutes. It may be drinking a full glass of water before coffee. It may be opening the window and letting daylight touch your eyes. It may be placing both feet on the floor and saying out loud, I begin again. 2 minutes done well is better than a 20-minute routine you never start. Put your anchor where you will see it. A glass on the nightstand. A sticky note on the window. Shoes by the door. When you wake, do the anchor first. Mark it as complete on a tiny paper calendar. Watch the chain of days grow. Confidence grows in the proof you can keep small promises. Protect your attention next. Burnout loves chaos. Order gives back energy. Choose a first task each day that matters and can be finished in under 30 minutes. Name it the one block. Close all tabs you do not need. Put your phone face down in another room. Set a gentle timer. Begin. When your mind drifts, bring it back without scolding. 1 block. Finished. If someone tries to interrupt, use a ready line. I'm in a focus block. I will reply at 11. Thank you for understanding. Then send a calendar invite to yourself named Respect the Block so you remember that you mean it. There will be days when your plans crack. That is normal. When you notice you have pushed past your limits, use a repair line. Say I spoke too fast. I need to adjust. Here is the new timing I can commit to. Then give a date that is honest. Not ideal. Honest. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Your steadiness is more valuable than heroic promises that fail. Your body needs rhythm to rebuild. Make a simple scaffold for meals, movement, and sleep. It does not need to be perfect. It needs to be repeatable. Choose one breakfast that is simple and nourishing. Eat it most mornings for 2 weeks. Decision fatigue drops. Energy rises. Choose movement that fits the season you are in. 10 minutes counts. Walk, stretch, or dance to a slow song you love. Notice the feeling after, not the minutes. Set a bedtime you respect like a friend's boundary. 30 minutes before, dim screens, wash your face, lay out tomorrow's clothes, and write 3 lines. What went well, what I learned, what is for tomorrow. Close the notebook. Whisper, I'm safe to rest. A reset is not only about doing. It is also about saying less. If your calendar is overfull, no practice can keep up. You need words that turn down the tap. At work, try this. Thank you for thinking of me. My plate is full this week, so I can take this on next Tuesday or help you find another option. Which do you prefer? You offer kindness and a clear choice. You protect your energy. With friends, try this. I want to give this the attention it deserves. Tonight I'm off my phone. Can we talk tomorrow after lunch? With family, try this. I love you and I need a quiet hour after dinner. I will rejoin at 8. Keep your voice steady. No extra reasons.
No guilt.
Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. You may fear disappointing people. Many women were trained to soothe every discomfort around them. That training runs deep. To reset after burnout, you will learn to tolerate small waves of disapproval as you choose what is right. This discomfort is not danger. Your body may tell you it is. Place a hand on your chest. Breathe the 4-2-6 pattern. Say, I can survive a frown. I cannot survive self-abandonment. When someone pushes past your boundary, repeat your line once, then move your feet. For example, thank you for understanding. I'm logging off now. Then log off. Your actions teach others how to treat you. Create a yes budget to match your actual capacity. Think of your energy like money. You cannot spend it twice. Decide how many big yes you can afford each week. Maybe 2. Decide how many small yes. Maybe 3. Everything else waits or becomes a no for now. When a request arrives, pause for 20 seconds. Check your budget. If it does not fit, say, I'm at capacity this week. I can revisit next Friday. Or you can move ahead without me. Your budget is not selfish. It is intelligent stewardship of your life. You also need a way to reset your inner narrative. Burnout twists our self-talk. It whispers, you should be further. You should be stronger. Answer with truth. I am rebuilding. I am allowed to be new at this. Speak to yourself like you would to a dear friend who is brave enough to begin again. Each time you notice harsh words inside, use a repair line. Cancel. Try again. Then offer the clear version. My pace is correct for my healing. Repetition rewires belief. Clutter steals attention. Choose a 2-minute tidy after lunch each day. Set a timer. Clear the nearest surface, then stop when the timer ends. Do not upgrade the task. 2 minutes. Finished. The message is not about spotless spaces. It is about the felt sense of making a dent without drowning yourself. You will feel a small lift. Celebrate it. Say out loud, I keep my promises to myself. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. If your schedule is ruled by urgent tasks, try the pause and place method. When a new request appears, do not answer at once. Pause. Place it on your board with one of 3 tags. Now, next, or later. If it is a messaged request, reply with got this. I will circle back after 2. If it demands a meeting you do not need, respond, I suggest we keep this async. Send the 3 key questions and I will reply by tomorrow noon. If someone insists on immediate time, repeat your line once, then offer a boundary. I can offer 10 minutes now or a full discussion at 3 tomorrow. Choose what works. Your phone can become a friend instead of a thief. Remove 3 apps that train you to escape. Move helpful tools to your home screen. Calendar, notes, music, maps, and reading. Create one folder called Drift and place every distracting app inside it. Turn off non-essential alerts. Add one gentle alert named Breathe at 11 and 3. When it chimes, practice your 4-2-6 breath and unclench your jaw. Ask what matters in the next hour. Then do that one thing. Resentment is a map. It shows where a boundary is needed or a conversation is due. When resentment rises, write a simple script. Describe the behavior. Name the impact. State your ask. Keep it short. For example, when deadlines shift last minute, I work late and lose rest. I need 48 hours notice or I will push to the next cycle. Thank you for honoring that. If the person argues, do not debate your needs. Repeat the ask once. Follow with action that supports your words. Your peace is not up for negotiation. Bring delight back on purpose. Burnout starves joy. Schedule a pocket of pleasure that is embarrassingly small. 5 minutes with sunlight on your face. A song you loved at 15. A fresh pillowcase. A cup of tea in a real cup. Joy is not a reward. It is fuel. If you catch yourself reaching for work to earn it, stop. Smile at yourself. Say, I do not have to earn the simple good. Then enjoy it truly. Your soul needs refreshment, not a productivity trick. Financial clarity calms the mind. When you feel stretched, set a 5-minute money check. Open your accounts. Look at the real numbers without judgment. Say, I look with kind eyes. Write one action you can take this week that will reduce stress. Maybe it is canceling a subscription you do not use. Maybe it is sending one invoice. Maybe it is putting $10 toward a small buffer. Small actions create quiet. Quiet creates strength. Relationships heal when we name what is true and choose what is healthy. If a friend expects constant access, try this. I value our friendship. I'm slower to reply right now while I rebuild. If you need fast answers, try me on Fridays after 4. If a partner relies on you to carry everything at home, say, I need us to rebalance the load. Here are the 5 tasks I will keep. Please choose 3 you will own weekly. Let's review every Sunday at 7 for 10 minutes. If a manager moves the goalposts, try this. For me to deliver quality, I need a clear scope and 2 milestones. Can you confirm both now? Thank you. Every sentence respects you and invites collaboration without caving. Shame cannot grow in the light. Share your reset with a trusted person who respects boundaries. Ask for accountability that feels supportive, not surveillance. You might say, I'm rebuilding after burnout. My anchors are morning water, a daily 1 block, and an 11 o'clock breath check. Would you be my witness for the next 4 weeks? I do not need advice. A weekly text that says, how did the anchors go is perfect. Let them celebrate your streaks and your honest resets after misses. This is about consistency, not perfection. There will be tired days. On those days, shrink the plan and keep the promise. Do the miniature version. Half a glass of water. 5 minutes of movement. 10 minutes on the 1 block. Then stop. Your brain learns I can trust her. She does what she says even on hard days. That trust is the secret staircase out of burnout. Each step is small. The climb is real. You are already on your way. If you feel the old urgency rising, place a hand on your heart. Lift your chin slightly as if you are giving fresh air to your throat. Whisper, I choose a steady life. Then ask one clarifying question. What is mine to do in the next hour? Do that. Release the rest. When the hour ends, breathe and ask again. The day will begin to feel like a sequence you guide, rather than a river that drags you. In this reset, your self-respect will grow. You will become the woman who keeps small promises. You will be the one who says no with warmth and yes with intention. People may notice. Some will love the sturdy version of you. A few may resist. Let time do its work. Consistency is a quiet teacher. Today we deepen the reset with simple structures that make life gentler to carry. Tiny systems free your energy. They are not rigid rules. They are friendly rails. You can hold them lightly and still let them hold you. When life gets loud, you will return to the rails and ride them through the noise. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Start with an energy map. For 7 days, notice your strongest 2-hour window and your softest hour. Write them down without judgment. You might learn your best focus is 9 to 11. You might find the hour after lunch is foggy. Use the map to place the right task at the right time. Put thinking work in your strong window. Put admin work in the soft hour. When a request tries to steal that strong window, say, I protect my deep work block in the morning. I can take this after 1. Thank you for understanding. You will feel a quiet click when your rhythm fits your real body. Meetings can drain or serve. Treat them as expensive. Ask for an agenda before you accept. If there is none, say, to make this useful, Could you share the 2 decisions we aim to make and the prep I should review? If we cannot name them, let's keep this async. When you do attend, shorten by default. Suggest 25 minutes instead of 30, 50 instead of 60, and end 5 minutes early to give everyone a breath. If someone invites you as a courtesy but you are not essential, respond, "I trust you to proceed without me." If a decision touches my scope, loop me in with the summary, and I will advise within 24 hours. You keep the tone warm and the boundary clear. Email hygiene is a bomb. Set 2 windows a day for messages instead of constant checking. Perhaps 11 and 4. Put a gentle auto-response in plain language. I read messages at 11 and 4. For urgent needs, text me with 1 line and a deadline. Thank you for your patience. During focus time, close the inbox completely. When you do process, touch each message once. Decide in under 60 seconds. Reply, schedule, delegate, or delete. Use kind templates to save your voice. Thank you for reaching out. I'm at capacity this week. I can review on Tuesday, or suggest another contact if helpful. Choose what works. Another template, received and noted. My next step is X. You can expect an update by Y. Sincerely. You do not owe paragraphs to prove your care. End your workday on purpose with a shutdown ritual that takes 10 minutes. Write what you finished. Circle 1 priority for tomorrow's 1 block. Move any loose ends into a clear list. Clear your desk. Close your laptop with your hands, not your hope. Whisper, "Work is done for today." If a worry tries to follow you, write it on a small card titled "Parked until tomorrow." Place it under your notebook. This small act tells your brain the loop is closed. Peace comes from closure, not from never having tasks. Build a weekly reset that holds the whole week. Pick a calm time, maybe Sunday evening or Friday afternoon. Light a candle if that helps your senses shift. Open your calendar. Place 3 anchor rocks for the week. 1 deep work block, 1 connection block, 1 care block. Deep work may be finishing a proposal. Connection may be lunch with a mentor. Care may be a long bath or a therapy session if that is part of your support. Then decide 3 simple dinners for the week, even if they repeat. Decide 1 delight on purpose. 5 minutes of reading with tea counts. Review money for 5 minutes. Look, label, act. Close with a sentence, "This is enough to begin." Your body speaks before your words do. Learn its simple cues. Jaw tight means pause. Shoulders up by your ears means exhale longer. Stomach fluttering means reduce inputs. When you feel a cue, try the 30-second box. Soften your gaze, drop your shoulders, unclench your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and breathe once with a slow sigh. Then ask, what is the smallest helpful action right now? The smallest action is often to drink water, step outside, or put 1 tab in full screen and begin. Sleep is sacred repair, not a prize. Choose a power down hour. Dim lights. Park your phone in another room. Warm your hands under water. Stretch your calves and hamstrings. Write 1 line about what you are grateful you did for yourself today, however small. If sleep resists you, do not chase it. Try a repair line. I release urgency. Resting counts. Then do a body scan in plain language. Forehead soft. Eyes heavy. Jaw loose. Tongue resting. Neck warm. Shoulders heavy. Heart steady. Belly easy. Hips heavy. Legs warm. Feet soft. If you wake at 3, avoid the glowing rectangle. Sit up, sip water, and write 3 calming lines. I am safe. The night will pass. Morning always comes. Then return to bed and count breaths backward from 100. Food choices can be simplified without rules. Aim for a steady rhythm, not a perfect plate. Start with 1 glass of water upon waking and 1 by noon. Add protein to your first meal so your energy is even. Plan 1 default breakfast and 1 default lunch to avoid decision fatigue. Keep a simple snack in your bag that loves you back. If you forget, do not scold yourself. Say repair now. Then eat the next supportive thing. Your body listens to tone as much as content. Social media is a tool that can either soothe or scratch. Place it inside a container. Choose 2 15-minute windows, or delete it for a month if your heart needs silence. Move apps off your home screen. Turn your phone to grayscale during work hours to make it less sticky. When you reach for scrolling, ask, what am I wanting right now? Then give yourself the real thing in miniature. If you want connection, text one friend a loving line. Thinking of you, no need to reply. If you want novelty, read one page of a book. If you want escape, take a 5-minute walk and look at the sky. Re-entry after time off deserves kindness. On your last day before a break, write an out-of-office note that sets expectations with warmth. I'm away and offline until Monday. I'll triage messages upon return and reply to essentials by Wednesday. Thank you for your patience. Leave a short handoff note for your future self. On your first day back, do not stack meetings. Spend the first hour sorting, not responding. Use a triage rule. Delete obvious noise, file reference, reply to quick wins, schedule time for complex items. Send this line to your team, I'm back in resetting. If something needs me before Wednesday, nudge this thread with a one-line summary. Thank you. At home, share the load. If you carry the invisible planning, make it visible and then redistribute. Write a list of repeating tasks and their cadence. Groceries weekly. Laundry twice. Dishes daily. Bills monthly. Kids' forms on Sundays. Sit with your partner or housemates. Use clear asks. I will own dinners Monday and Wednesday. Please own Tuesday and Thursday from planning to dishes. Let's check in Sunday at 6 for 10 minutes. If someone forgets, avoid resentment by using the repair line, the loop broke. Please complete your task tonight and set a reminder so we can trust the system. Thank you. Healthy homes run on clarity more than heroics. Money boundaries are a form of care. If someone asks to borrow and you cannot say I'm not able to lend right now, I can offer a listening ear or help you brainstorm options. If a client asks for a discount that would strain you, say I honor the value of this work. My rate for this scope is X. If that does not fit your budget, here are 2 smaller options. If invoices lag, put terms in writing with grace. My terms are net 14. A late fee of X applies after that. I'll send gentle reminders at 7 and 14 days. Thank you for honoring this. Calm clarity keeps relationships cleaner than vague generosity that breeds resentment. Perfectionism is burnout's best friend. Replace it with minimum loving version. Ask, what is the simplest form that serves the purpose with care? Deliver that. When you hesitate to send, use the send and breathe trick. Send the draft to yourself. Read it once. Correct the clear errors. Then send it forward. Say good enough is excellent for this stage. If someone gives feedback, receive what helps and release what does not. You are not a product. You are a person choosing steady. Comparison steals joy and time. If a scroll stings, unfollow or mute for a season. Repeat this phrase, not my lane, not my timeline. Your life is not late. Your path is specific. Write 3 values that matter most this season. Perhaps depth, honesty, and health. Post them where you will see them. When you consider a choice, ask, does this align with my 3? If not, say no with kindness. Thank you for thinking of me. It is a beautiful project. It doesn't fit my focus right now. I'm cheering you on. Then move your body for 60 seconds to flush the residue of saying no. Create a small library of scripts so you are never empty-handed. When someone pushes after you have declined, say my answer is the same. Thanks for understanding. When a friend vents and you have no capacity, try, I care about you. I'm low on words tonight. Can I check on you tomorrow? When a colleague overshares during your focus block, say, I want to hear this and give it attention. I'm in a deadline window. Can we talk at 3 for 10 minutes? Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. When resentment flares, use it as a compass, not a whip. Name the need underneath. Perhaps you need a deadline, a trade, or a pause. Turn it into a request. When you handle the same issue again, write a tiny standard. For example, for review requests, I require a 2-day lead and bullet points of decisions needed. Save it as a note. Next time, paste it with warmth. To help me help you well, here's what I need. You are building tiny guardrails that protect both of you. For hard days, prepare a slip plan. Decide now how you will respond when you miss your anchors, shout at the wrong moment, or overschedule. Write 3 lines. I will forgive quickly. I will shrink the plan to the smallest next step. I will restart within 24 hours. Keep the plan where you can see it. On the day you need it, read it out loud. Then drink water, put on soft socks, and do 5 minutes of the 1 block. Today counts again. Creative play feeds your soul even if your job is numbers or caregiving. Choose a pocket hobby with low mess and low stakes. A small sketch pad, a tiny poem, planting herbs in a cup. Schedule 10 minutes once a week. Keep the bar low. This is not for sharing. This is for remembering the feeling of being alive without earning it. Practice micro-celebrations to wire your brain for progress. After you keep a promise, do something that marks it. A hand to your heart. A whispered yes. A cup of cold water enjoyed slowly. Record wins in a notes file titled Proof I Can. On foggy days, read a few lines from your own success. Evidence quiets doubt better than pep talks. Language shapes nervous systems. Reduce extremes in how you speak to yourself. Notice words like always and never. Trade them for sometimes and lately. I always fail becomes I sometimes stumble when I'm tired. Never enough becomes lately I have been stretched, and I am adjusting. Balanced language calms your body so you can act. If you manage others, lead with clarity that protects the whole team from burnout. Set meeting-free blocks so deep work survives. Celebrate focus, not availability. When someone delivers a boundary, thank them. Thank you for guarding your deep work window. That helps us all. If a deadline slips, model repair. I misjudged scope. Here is the revised timeline, and what I will do to prevent a repeat. Your steadiness gives others permission to steady themselves. When conflict arrives, choose clean words over sharp ones. Describe behavior, name impact, state a clear ask. Then stop. Here is a simple frame. When meetings start late, we lose focus and run long. I need us to begin on the hour and end 5 minutes early. Can we all commit to that for the next month? If someone interrupts you often, say, I want to finish this thought, then I will listen to yours. Thank you. If your voice shakes, that is allowed. Speaking anyway is the practice. Your environment can either anchor or erode you. Create 2 sanctuaries. A morning corner and a wind-down corner. In the morning corner, place a glass, your notebook, and light. In the wind-down corner, place a soft blanket and your book. When you sit in those places, your body will learn the cue. There is relief in simple repetition. Keep a tiny reframe ready for the moment urgency spikes. Instead of I have to, say I choose to or I will not. I have to finish this tonight becomes I choose to stop at 9 and finish in the morning. Or I will not work past 9 because I honor my health. Agency cools panic. Clarity returns. Finally, build a short, kind mantra for this season. It may be slow is smooth, smooth is fast. It may be, I am allowed to be new. It may be, small steady steps. Write it on your mirror. Say it before you open your inbox. Repeat it when you walk into a room where you used to overgive. Let it be the drum that your new rhythm follows. Your reset deepens when you learn to plan like a kind realist. Burnout thrives on fantasy timelines and vague agreements. Peace grows in honest calendars and explicit words. Start with a simple architecture. Create 3 recurring blocks each weekday. A focus block, a service block, and a buffer. The focus block is where your one block lives. The service block is for messages, meetings, and other people's needs. The buffer is not optional. It absorbs life. Book the buffer like an appointment with yourself. If someone requests that time, say, "I'm not available then, but I can offer Thursday at 10 or a written summary this afternoon." Buffers prevent the domino fall that used to bury you. Transitions matter. Add 5-minute bridges between tasks.
Stand.
Sip water. Name the next action out loud. Now I open the file and write the first 3 sentences. Bridges stop the blur that makes your brain feel chased. Protect them with a simple line when someone tries to eliminate them. I arrive better when I'm not rushing. I'll join at 5 past the hour. Your steadiness invites others to slow as well. Use the must and may list each morning. Must holds the one action that meaningfully moves life forward. May holds 3 optional tasks that fit if capacity allows. If a new item appears, pause before adding it. Ask, does this belong in must, may, or not today? Place it with care. When your day ends, any unfinished may tasks roll forward without shame. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Reduce decision fatigue with defaults. Decide one default response for common asks. When a colleague sends a vague request, reply, "To help me help you, please share the desired outcome, the decision owner, and the latest date you need a response." When you are asked to review something same day, respond, "For quality feedback, I need a 48-hour window. Would you like a quick pulse today on one question, or full notes by Thursday?" You give a choice without absorbing the emergency. Scope creep is a quiet thief. Interrupt it early with calm language. Describe the change, state the impact, and offer paths. We added 2 features beyond the initial scope. That increases timeline by 1 week or requires dropping X. Which option fits? If the person insists on more without trade-offs, repeat once. To deliver quality, we need to choose. Additional scope means a new date or removing tasks. Please confirm. Then stop. If pressure continues, escalate with clarity. For alignment, I'm pausing work until I receive the confirmed scope and date in writing. Thank you. You are not difficult. You are professional. At home, set availability windows. Say, "I'm present for conversation from 7 to 8:30 after dinner. I will be offline then from messages and chores. After 8:30, I wind down for sleep." If family reaches for you outside that window, use a gentle loop. "I want to give this attention. I'll be available at 7. Thank you for waiting." Consistency trains relief into the household. Friendship can survive slower replies when honesty is present. Try, "I'm rebuilding my capacity." If I'm slow to text, it's care, not distance. If you need me urgently, send a single-line text. "Are you free for 5 minutes today?" I'll answer honestly. When someone you love is going through a storm and you cannot carry more, say, "I'm thinking of you and holding you close. I have limited space this week. I can listen Saturday morning for 20 minutes, or send you a meal by Friday." Which supports you best? Your limits can still be loving. Repair is a superpower when you have overgiven and snapped. Use the 3-line repair. "I'm sorry for my tone earlier. It was sharp and not fair to you. I'm addressing my capacity so I don't repeat that. Here is what I will do differently next time." Then name one action, such as pausing before I answer after 6 p.m. If harm was at work, add one more sentence. "Thank you for your patience as I practice steadier rhythms." Repair is not self-attack. Repair is responsibility with warmth. Add micro-rests to the fabric of your day. Every 50 minutes, step away for 2 minutes. Look at something 20 feet away. Roll your shoulders. Massage your hands, focusing on the pad beneath your thumb. 6 slow exhales through pursed lips. You will feel tension drain, as if your edges soften. After you send a significant email, place your palm on your belly and breathe once more. You are telling your system, "I am not in danger. Work is not a tiger." Small signals change your baseline. Build an undo list. These are commitments you gently retire to regain oxygen. Write them down. Choose one each week to release with grace. Send a line that closes the loop without apology overload. Thank you for including me. I'm narrowing my focus this season and need to step back. I'm grateful for the time together. If someone pushes, repeat once, my decision is final, and I wish you the very best. Then archive and move on. Space is precious. You are allowed to reclaim it. Track capacity with a daily number from 0 to 5. 0 is empty. 5 is full and bright. Record the number in one sentence about why. Slept well. Walked. Or woke at 3. Extra meetings. This builds self-knowledge and replaces mystery with patterns. When you see 3 zeros in a row, intervene with kindness. Shrink the plan. Add a nap, a longer walk, a lighter dinner. Inform one person who depends on you. I'm operating at low capacity today. I will deliver X and push Y to tomorrow. Thank you for your patience. People can adjust when you clearly name reality. News and notifications erode attention. Choose quiet windows morning and night. Place your phone in a different room during your first hour and your last hour. If someone insists they need immediate access, set expectations without drama. I keep my phone parked before 9 and after 9. If there's a true emergency, call twice in a row and I'll check. Otherwise, I'll respond in my service block. You are protecting your brain's chemistry, like you would protect a child's rest. Your desk does not need to be perfect. It needs to be friendly. Place a small tray for 3 items. The active project, your notebook, and water. Everything else gets parked in a single bin you sort at day's end. Add a tiny ritual when you sit. Adjust the chair, put both feet flat, lengthen your spine, drop your shoulders, and take one steady breath. Whisper one thing at a time. When you stand to leave, close the laptop physically, put the pen on the notebook, and set a short appointment for tomorrow's one block. These cues teach your body that the day has edges. When travel or illness interrupts your rails, choose the minimum loving version. On travel days, the anchors become water, breath, and a single check-in message to those who need you. Avoid stacking meetings the day you land. When illness arrives, inform your people early with clear expectations. I'm out sick and offline today and tomorrow. I'll triage messages Friday and reply to essentials by Monday. Thank you for your patience. Then rest without negotiating. Health is not a luxury. Money stress accelerates burnout. Practice a simple money huddle on Fridays for 15 minutes. Open accounts with soft eyes. Label next week's 3 moves. Send invoice, set aside tax, cancel platform I don't use. If a client pays late, be steady. Friendly reminder that invoice 112 is now 7 days past due. As a small business, I rely on timely payments. Please confirm receipt and payment date today. Thank you. If a friend asks for free labor that strains you, try, I love cheering you on. My schedule is full for pro bono work. If helpful, I can offer a 15-minute brainstorm this month or send you my rates for a fuller consult. You keep dignity on both sides. If you lead a team, lead with capacity literacy. Protect 2 weekly focus blocks for everyone. Praise clear no's. Track projects with visible scope and buffers. When someone is approaching the edge, meet with care. I see your load is high. What can we pause, delegate, or simplify together? When you make mistakes, model repair. I overcommit the team. Here is what I'm canceling and how I will decide better next time. Steady leaders create steady teams. Conflict happens. Your script is simple. Describe, impact, ask. When Slack messages carry sarcasm, trust drops. I need us to keep tone direct and neutral. Can we agree to that and flag slips in the moment? If a peer keeps assigning you unowned tasks, say, that's outside my scope. Who is the owner? If none, let's decide together or take it to our lead. If they push, repeat once and then stop. I'm returning to my priorities now. Please confirm the owner before this continues. Boundaries earn respect more reliably than invisible resentment. Your body keeps score. Add 2 micro practices to soothe it after intensity. First, the doorway reset. Every time you walk through a doorway, exhale longer than you inhale. Shoulders down, jaw soft. Second, the sun check. Step outside once before noon. Face the sky for 90 seconds. Let the light touch your eyes indirectly. It regulates your clock and mood. If the weather resists, stand by a window and look at the brightest part of the sky. Small does not mean weak. Small means repeatable. When self-criticism spikes, trade it for coaching. Instead of "why can't I handle this?" ask what support would make this easier. Perhaps the support is a clearer scope, a meeting-free morning, or a friend's kitchen table, while you work quietly together. Ask for what you need. Try to deliver well. I need 2 uninterrupted hours or a reduced scope. Which can we do? At home, try "I need 30 minutes alone after work to reset. Then I will be fully with you. I'll set a timer so you can trust me." Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Build a gentle check-in with yourself at midweek. On Wednesday afternoon, write 3 lines. What is working? What needs adjusting? One small joy to add. Then adjust in public if necessary. Team, I'm shifting focus to X to meet our goal. Y moves to next week. Thank you. With family, name the change. I'm too stretched for the original plan tonight. I'll order dinner and sit with you while we eat. We'll do the longer plan Saturday. Clean changes prevent stains of resentment. Use the 2-sentence status update to reduce back and forth. Current status. 1 paragraph drafted. Next step. Finish examples by Friday noon. If you need more, let me know the specific questions. This language removes drama and invites precision. People relax when they know where things stand and what comes next. Consider creating a personal operations manual that fits on 1 page. It includes your best focus hours, your communication windows, your response time norms, and your meeting preferences. Share it with your team or clients and pin it for yourself. When someone forgets, reference it kindly. As shared in my ops page, I'm offline before 9. I'll reply at 11. Thanks for your patience. A manual turns you from a mystery into a reliable system. Celebrate modestly and often. After a week of kept anchors, buy new tea or take a longer walk at sunset. After a boundary you once feared to speak, write the date and the line you used in your proof I can note. Read it on uneasy mornings. Progress remembers itself when you give it a shelf. Learn to end conversations on time. You can do this kindly. In work, say "I need to jump to the next block." If there's a final ask, please send it by email. With friends, say "I loved catching up. I'm heading into wind down now. Let's set a date next week for a longer talk." If someone continues after you ended, repeat once, then move your feet. Ending is a muscle. It grows with use. When guilt arrives because you chose yourself, breathe and name what is true. I am choosing sustainable care, so I can remain generous over years, not weeks. Guilt often masks grief for an old pattern that is fading. Let it fade. The new pattern will hold you better than constant yes. Before bed, and with a calm self-audit. Did I keep one promise to myself? Did I use one script to protect my time? Did I add one joy on purpose? If you kept none, that is data, not a verdict. Choose a miniature for the morning. A glass of water. One 10-minute block. One breath at 11. Trust rebuilds through tiny repair. You are becoming someone you can trust. You are not waiting for a dramatic rescue. You are building a steady life with small, repeated acts. People may ask for your secret. You will smile because there is no secret. There is only this practice done today, then done again tomorrow. Recovery becomes real when your days match your values more than your fears. Burnout teaches urgency. Your new season teaches alignment. Begin with a small values check in the morning. Place a hand on your heart and speak 3 words you want to live today. Calm, honesty, follow through. When a choice appears, ask which option honors those words. If neither does, choose the smaller step that causes the least harm. Your nervous system relaxes when your actions match your aims. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Design a compassionate week like a landscape with hills and valleys. Hills are the days you carry a bit more. Valleys are for recovery. If you have a hill on Tuesday, make Wednesday a valley. A valley does not mean absence of effort. It means lighter meetings, more walking, simpler food, earlier bed. When someone tries to stack another hill, say I can deliver that Thursday. Wednesday is reserved for recovery tasks so I can sustain quality. Thank you for understanding. People respect what you respect. Create a 2-gate test for commitments. Gate 1 is desire. Do I want this? Gate 2 is capacity. Can I hold this without breaking my anchors? If the answer is yes to desire and no to capacity, offer a boundary with choices. I'm interested and at capacity this month. We can start on the 15th or I can refer you to someone great. Which do you prefer? If the answer is no to desire, choose a clean no. Thank you for the invitation. It's not a fit for me. Wishing you the best. Then move your feet. Turn anxiety into a plan with the single-page calm map. At the top, write the 1 outcome that matters this week. Under it, write the 3 smallest steps that move it forward. Then write the obstacles you expect and the scripts you will use. If the obstacle is last-minute requests, your script is, I'm protecting a deadline. I can look after 3. If the obstacle is self-doubt, your script is, I will do the minimum loving version and send by noon. Keep the page visible. Adjust it midweek without drama. Plans are tools, not judges. Bring your voice back to level ground with language resets. Trade proving for stating. Replace I'm so sorry I'm just now seeing this with thank you for your patience. Here's the update. Trade vague for specific. Replace I'll try to get this soon with I will send you the draft by Thursday noon. Trade exaggeration for accuracy. Replace everything is on fire with 2 items are urgent. I'm addressing the first now. Calm truth de-inflames you in the room. If you share a home, make repairs to the invisible labor pattern. Name the load with clarity and without blame. I notice I'm the default for planning and reminders. It is burning me out. Here are the recurring tasks this month and the time they take. I will keep these 3. Please choose 3 to own completely from plan to finish. Let's check on Sundays at 6. If someone forgets, respond with repair instead of resentment. The loop broke. Please complete your task today and set a reminder so we can trust the system. Thank you. Family dynamics can be tender. Prepare gentle boundaries that remain warm. When a relative critiques your choices, say I appreciate your care. I'm choosing another path that works for me. I won't be discussing this further. When an in-law expects every holiday, say we're simplifying. This year we're home on the day and open for a visit next weekend. Push continues, repeat once then end. You are not rude for protecting the pace your healing requires. Parenting during a reset asks for steadiness more than perfection. Choose 2 non-negotiables you can keep most days. Perhaps family dinner at the table without devices, and a 10-minute tidy with music. When you need quiet, offer a clear trade that children can understand. I need 20 minutes of quiet. You may read or play in your room. When the timer rings, we'll do a board game. If tears come, hold the boundary with warmth. I hear you. It's okay to be upset. The timer still stands. Then deliver the promised reconnection. Your consistency grows security. Friendships can deepen through honesty about capacity. Try this line when you cannot hold another heavy conversation. I care about you and want to show up well. My tank is low today. I can send a note of love now and set a time this weekend to listen with full attention. Does Saturday morning work? When a group chat swells, Protect yourself. I'm muting this thread to focus. Tag me if there's a direct ask. Thank you. Work friendships deserve boundaries that protect your focus. When a colleague drops by without asking, stand and smile. I want to hear this and give it attention. I'm in a deep block. Can we walk for 5 minutes at 2? Standing signals the conversation will be brief. If they continue, repeat once. Then turn back to your screen and begin. You are training your environment to support your recovery. Money clarity is nervous system care. Build a 2-pot flow. 1 pot is for musts. 1 pot is for goals. On payday, send money to the musts first, then to the goal. Then let the rest be flexible. Look at the numbers weekly with kind eyes. If you feel rising panic, use the repair line. Facts first, feelings next. Then ask the calm question. What is the smallest step that lightens this? That step might be canceling a subscription, asking for a payment date, or setting a micro buffer. Keep a tiny script for late payments. Friendly nudge that invoice 127 is now 7 days past due. Please confirm payment date today. Thank you for supporting small businesses with timely payment. You can be gracious and firm. If you freelance or consult, protect your scope with welcome packets and clear milestones. Before work begins, write what you will deliver, when and how feedback works. Include how change requests affect timeline and cost. When a client sends edits outside process, reply to keep us on schedule. Please consolidate feedback in one document by Friday. Additional rounds add 2 days. Please confirm. If the client asks for a discount that would strain you, say, I honor the value of this work. My rate for this scope is X. If your budget requires lower cost, here are 2 smaller options. Choice preserves dignity for both sides. Ambition can return gently. Let it. You do not need to prove you are healed by sprinting. Use a staircase model. Choose one stretch project with a clear edge. Keep your anchors visible beside it. Before you add speed, add support. That may be childcare hours, a mentor, a cleaner draft template, or a weekly co-work hour with a friend. When your body warns you with tight jaw and shallow breath, slow the staircase. Say, I can want more, and go slow. The goal is a longer horizon, not a brief blaze. Learn to leave work mentally when you leave physically. As you close your laptop, say out loud, work is complete for today. If your mind loops, write the loop once on a card and place it under your notebook. Tell yourself, parked until tomorrow. If the loop returns in the evening, repeat parked. Then place your bare feet on the floor for 30 seconds and feel the ground. Physical cues convince your system faster than arguments. Grief often hides under burnout. You may be grieving old versions of yourself, lost time, or relationships that changed when you grew boundaries. Make space for this truth without fixing it. Light a candle 1 evening a week. Sit for 5 minutes. Say, I honor what I'm releasing. I bless what I'm building. Tears count as progress. Quiet counts as progress. You are not behind when you are grieving. Conflict scripts keep you from over-explaining. When someone blames you for their disappointment with your boundary, hold steady. I understand this is hard. My boundary still stands. When a coworker uses guilt to push work onto you, say, I can't take this on. If it's critical, let's discuss what drops. If a friend makes jokes at your expense, say, that joke lands sharp for me. Please stop. If they defend the joke, end cleanly. I'm leaving now. We can reconnect when respect is the norm. Respect yourself in public, and your nervous system will learn you are safe with you. Build a small sanctuary hour each week. It is not for errands. It is not for screens. It is for your soul. Walk without headphones and look for one beautiful thing. Sit by a window with a real book and a cup of something warm. Journal 3 lines about what your body is asking for. More light. Fewer late nights. A stretch in the morning. Then schedule one tiny change that honors the ask. When life is full, sanctuary does not appear. You choose it. Your environment can steady you with cues. Place a small stone on your desk. Each time you finish a focus block, touch the stone and breathe once. Place a soft lamp in the corner where you read at night. When it turns on, your body learns, we are winding down. Hang a hook by the door for your bag, so mornings begin without chaos. These are not decorations. They are signals of safety. Create a clean exit for overcommitments you regret. Use a brief and gracious line. Thank you for inviting me. I said yes too quickly. I'm narrowing focus for health and need to step back. I'm sorry for the shift and grateful for your understanding. If they push, repeat once without new reasons. Then go. You are allowed to change your mind when new information arrives. Your body's limits are information. When you mentor someone, model healthy pace. Share that you protect focus blocks, that you use a yes budget, that you plan buffers as seriously as meetings. Speak aloud the scripts you use so they have words to borrow. If they are burning out, do not glorify sacrifice. Ask, what can you stop or shrink this week and still keep your job safe? Help them choose one. Your example can loosen a culture. Practice the 90-second reset between roles. When you shift from worker to partner, partner to parent, parent to friend, stop. Standteil. Inhale through your nose. Exhale slower than you think you need. Shake your hands out. Roll your shoulders. Name the role you are entering. Now I am a friend who listens. Then step into the room. If you forget and carry the wrong role's tone, use a repair line. I brought work energy into this moment. Let me reset. Then actually reset. People feel the difference. Choose a clear rule for emergencies so you can keep your phone quiet most of the day. Tell your inner circle if it's urgent. Call twice in a row. I'll answer when I see the second ring. Otherwise, I'll respond at 11 or 4. Then keep your word. If you break it, your body learns that alarms always win. You will return to constant vigilance. Guard your rules like a promise to your future self. Bring humor back on purpose. Laughter loosens the grip of stress. Keep a short playlist of gentle comedies or clips that make you smile without shock. After a tough hour, give yourself 4 minutes of lightness. Then return to your work. Joy is not cheating. Joy is maintenance. If spiritual practice is part of your life, let it be simple and embodied. A whispered prayer before you open email. A breath with the word mercy on the exhale. A brief blessing over your desk. May what is done here be enough and no more. Let wisdom be small and woven into the day. End your day by closing the loop with 2 sentences. What I did today was enough. What I didn't do can belong to tomorrow. Then ask your body one question. What would help me sleep? A warm shower. A page of reading. A darker room. Do that one thing. Let the day end. Let tomorrow come on its own legs. You are building a life with edges and ease. Not because you are fragile, but because you are valuable. You are learning to honor limits so your gifts can keep flowing for years. When doubt returns, lean on the refrain that holds this whole reset. Sustainable change is quiet at first. It looks like gentle repetition in ordinary rooms. It looks like you keeping a small promise on a day that did not roll out a red carpet. To deepen your reset, widen your field of care from minutes to months without losing the smallness that works. Think in seasons. This is your season of steady confidence, built from micro-choices. Give yourself a horizon of 12 weeks. You are not in a rush. When urgency tries to grab the wheel, smile at it and return your hands to your simple rails. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Begin with a season statement you can say in one breath. For the next 12 weeks, I protect sleep, keep 1 daily focus block, and hold 2 no's per week. Write it somewhere you will see at eye level. Let it be the quiet drum under your days. When new opportunities appear, test them against your season statement. If they fracture your sleep or swallow your focus block, the answer is not now. If they fit like a puzzle piece, place them with care. People who love you will adapt when they see you honoring a clear path. Your calendar can tell the truth, or it can tell a fantasy. Let it tell the truth. Place the things you actually do. Commute time, food prep, wind down, getting kids ready, the 15 minutes it takes to switch gears. This is not pessimism. It is compassion for real life. When someone asks for a slot you do not have, answer directly. I'm fully booked that day. I can offer Friday at 10 or Monday at 3. Which is better? If they push, repeat once. I'm not available outside those times. Thank you for understanding. Then stop explaining. Your calendar is a boundary you honor, not a wish list you betray. If you are rebuilding after running on fumes, your brain may expect drama to mean importance. Replace drama with clarity. When a project grows complicated, write a one-paragraph brief to yourself. What it is, why it matters, who decides, the next 2 steps. Share that brief with those involved and ask for alignment. To deliver quality, can we confirm this in writing? Then proceed. If someone replies with confusion, meet them with warmth and precision. Here is what I understand. Here is what I will do. Here is what I need from you by Thursday noon. Kind clarity dissolves the fog that breeds burnout. Guardrails hold best when they are seen. Post your focus block on your shared calendar. Rename it with simple words. Heads down work, do not disturb. When interrupted, point back to the guardrail without apology. I'm in heads down. I'll be available after 11. Thank you. If a leader challenges your boundary, hold firm and invite a trade. I can join now and deliver lower quality, or I can join after 11 and deliver what we expect. Which serves the goal? The choice speaks for itself. Your phone can be an ally when you set it up to respect your season. Rename alarm labels to cues that love you. Wake alarm. Begin gentle. 11 o'clock alert. Breathe and unclench your jaw. 4 o'clock alert. Status update and 1 kindness. Set a personal do not disturb schedule that protects your first hour and your last hour. In your favorites, keep only the people who have true emergency access, and tell them the rule. If it's urgent, call twice in a row. I'll answer. Otherwise I reply at 11 or 4. Then live by the rule so your nervous system can lower its guard. Your voice is one of your sharpest tools. Keep scripts ready for moments that used to entangle you. When someone gives you a deadline without consulting your load, say, for me to do this well, I need to see the scope and what drops if I take it. Shall we move X, or shift the deadline? When a friend assumes you will host again, say, I'm simplifying right now. I can bring dessert or host next month, your choice. When family comments on your slower pace, say, I'm honoring what my body needs. This is working for me. I won't debate it. Then change the subject kindly. Practice measured generosity. Overgiving feels like love until it empties you. Choose offers you can sustain. If you cook for a new parent, pick a meal you can repeat without stress. If you mentor, set a container at the first message. I'm available for 1 call this month and 1 follow-up note. After that, I'll point you to resources. If someone needs more, help them find it elsewhere without guilt. You are a person, not infrastructure. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Bring your team or household into your reset with transparent rhythms. Share your service windows, your meeting preferences, your response time norms. Then ask for theirs. Put the data on a small shared page. When friction emerges, look to the page before you look for blame. It might say, we reply within 24 business hours. When someone pings you 3 times in 1 hour, reply once with the boundary. I saw your messages. I respond at 4. I'll address this then. Holding a clear standard relieves the atmosphere more than scattered speed ever did. On days when capacity dips unexpectedly, shrink the plan in public. Tell the people who count on you what you will still deliver and what moves. Team, my energy is low today. I will complete the client summary by 2 and push the deck to tomorrow. Thank you for your patience. At home, be just as clear. I planned a full dinner. I'm scaling to soup and bread. I'll add a walk with you after. Everyone breathes easier when you name reality and offer a gentle alternative. Consider a weekly Sabbath hour where nothing productive is allowed. Sit in the quiet. Watch light move on a wall. Make tea slowly. This is not earned. It is chosen. Your brain will protest at first. It will suggest 5 tasks. Smile and return to sitting. After a few weeks, you will feel your gears release. Stillness is not absence. Stillness is nourishment. From that nourishment, you will bring more presence to what matters. If you lead others, set a norm that boundaries are respected and repair is expected. When someone practices a new no, thank them. Thanks for the clarity. That helps us plan. When you mess up and trample a boundary, repair cleanly. I scheduled over your focus block. I'm sorry. I've moved the meeting and I'll check the calendar next time. Repair teaches safety more powerfully than rules. A culture of steady performance grows where people believe their limits are honored. When family wants more of you than you can give right now, replace vague guilt with honest connection. Call your mother for 10 minutes with your full attention. Then end kindly. I loved hearing your voice. I'm heading into wind down. Let's talk Sunday afternoon. If siblings expect you to referee, decline with a line that keeps dignity. I care about both of you. I'm not available to mediate. I trust you to find a way, or to pause the conversation. You keep the relationship warm while you protect your healing pace. Money leaks often hide in autopilot. Give yourself a 1-hour money spring clean this month. List the subscriptions you barely use. Cancel 2. Move 1 recurring bill to a calmer date. Rename your savings account to Calm Buffer so every transfer feels like exhale. After the hour, stop. Do not spiral into spreadsheets. Praise yourself for the single-degree change. Small financial clarity eases the hum in the background that slows your recovery. Ambition can sit beside gentleness. Make a ladder of micro-milestones for a project you care about. Each rung is 30 minutes of work or a single decision. When you finish a rung, celebrate lightly. A hand to your heart. A whispered yes. If the ladder becomes crowded with other people's priorities, pause and renegotiate. To meet the deadline, I need feedback by tomorrow noon. Otherwise, we shift the target to Monday. Which do you prefer? Bringing others into the boundary educates without shaming. When feedback stings, stay on your own side. Thank you for the notes. I'll review and return with a plan by Thursday. Then take a walk before you edit. In the walk, choose what matters and what does not. You can be coachable without being porous. If someone's tone is harsh, address the tone calmly. I welcome clear feedback. I work best when tone is direct and respectful. Can we keep it there? Repeat once if needed. If it continues, step back and involve a leader. Respect for yourself in these moments speeds recovery more than any supplement could. Your home can become a place where restoration happens by default. Create landing zones for the day. A basket by the door for keys and mail. A small tray where your laptop sleeps. A hook that holds the bag you take to the gym or for walks. Each item in its place returns seconds to your life. Those seconds add up to minutes of breath. Those minutes become an early night. Little logistics are love notes to your future self. Loneliness sometimes follows boundaries. Old patterns fade, and you may have fewer people around for a season. Lean into thinner but truer friendships. Invite one person for a walk with a simple line. I'm practicing slowness. Want to walk on Saturday morning and watch the neighborhood wake up? Choose people who can tolerate your no and celebrate your yes when it is honest. They are the ones who will last. If holidays or cultural events bring pressure, pre-write your responses when you are calm. When relatives ask why you are not traveling this year, say we're keeping holidays simple at home to rest and reset. We'd love to connect by video on the day, or host a quiet visit next month. When parties stack up, say, "Thank you for inviting me. I'm limiting evening events this month. I can stop by for half an hour early, or I can send a small contribution," which helps. Use the same warm tone, and keep the message short. You are allowed to design a season that heals you. When you backslide into overwork, do not launch an investigation. Launch a repair. Name what happened once. I said yes 4 times in 2 days. Then choose the smallest possible countermove today. A single no. A shorter meeting. A 15-minute walk at lunch. Put 1 pebble back into the jar of practices. Momentum will follow. Shame will not help. Action will. Protect your mornings by protecting your nights. If you find yourself scrolling in bed, place your phone to charge in another room before you brush your teeth. Put a slim paperback on your pillow. A book makes a better lullaby than a glowing rectangle. Tell yourself, "I end the day on purpose." If you wake in the night, resist the urge to diagnose your life. Whisper the body scan instead. Forehead soft. Jaw loose. Hands warm. Belly easy. Hips heavy. Legs warm. Feet soft. You are safe enough to rest. Teach your nervous system that closure exists. Close small loops fully. Wash the mug. Send the thank you note. Archive the email after you reply. Replace the battery in the chirping alarm. Each closure creates a felt sense that life is manageable. Burnout often grew in a climate of open loops and vague ends. Your tiny completions are medicine. Create a small rite of passage as you leave the most intense part of burnout. Write a letter to the woman who survived the hardest stretch. Thank her for her grit and her honesty. Name 3 ways she kept going. Then name 3 ways she can stop overworking now. Read it out loud. Burn it safely or place it in a drawer. You are not disowning her. You are honoring her and inviting her into a gentler era. When people ask how you are, answer with integrity. "I'm rebuilding and it's working." Or "I'm tired and I'm taking good care." You do not need to perform brightness. You also do not need to narrate suffering. Truth in a sentence protects your energy and tells your nervous system you trust your own reality. Give yourself a predictable moment of awe each week. Look at the moon. Stand under a tall tree. Watch the ocean if you are near it or the rain if you are not. Awe shrinks the false importance of small fires. It expands your sense of place in a way that humbles anxiety. Take 2 minutes, breathe slowly, and let your eyes widen. Then return to your life calmer and more precise. If you are tempted to fill every moment again now that you feel better, remember capacity is not a static number. It breathes. On a day with less sleep, your capacity narrows. On a day with more light and movement, it widens. Check your number from 0 to 5 before you commit. Speak it to someone who works with you. "I'm at a 2 today, so I'm focusing on essentials." This simple scale educates the people around you and helps you protect your rails. Keep the refrain where you can hear it. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Kindness without clarity leads to confusion. Clarity without kindness bruises. Consistency without either becomes cold. Together, they make a tone that is both human and strong. That tone is who you are becoming. Your reset is working each time you pause, breathe, and choose on purpose. The proof is not in perfect weeks. It is in the moment you would have rushed and instead you spoke a calm line. It is in the night you closed the screen and chose sleep. It is in the email you kept to 2 sentences that told the truth. These choices compound into a life that holds you. Stability becomes sturdier when you treat your life like a craft you practice, not a crisis you survive. The craft has simple tools: attention, language, rhythm, environment, and repair. You now know them. In this part, we refine their use so they hold you on complicated days and in crowded rooms. Complexity will not scare you when your tools are small and ready. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Begin with attention. Your mind will still try to sprint ahead or rehearse worst-case scenes. When it does, Use the label and land method. Quietly label the mental event, planning, remembering, worrying. Then land in a concrete sensation. Cool glass in my hand. Feet on the floor. Another breath. Repeat until your body eases a notch. If you are in public and cannot pause, find one anchor point you can feel without drawing attention. Press your thumb to the tip of your index finger, breathe once, and silently say here. Now. One thing at a time. Give your language a polish that reduces static. Trade disclaimers for decisions. Instead of I might be wrong but say my view is. Instead of would it be okay if maybe say here's my plan. Tone can stay warm while words grow solid. When you need to push back without heat, use the soft start and firm finish. I appreciate the urgency. To deliver quality, I need the confirmed scope and a new date. Please send both by noon. Thank you. If the reply attempts to sidestep, repeat your line once, then pause. Silence can protect your boundary better than explanations. Rhythm grows sturdier when you work with cycles inside you and around you. Identify your week's natural crest and trough. If Wednesday tends to sag, call it your light commitment day and protect it. If Monday carries fresh energy, place the thinking work there and avoid meetings before noon. When hormones shift your energy monthly, prepare scripts that adjust load without apology. I'm reducing meetings this week and focusing on deep work. If timing allows, I'll revisit next week. Thank you for your flexibility. Treat these cycles like weather, not moral verdicts. Environment can quietly undo you or steadily restore you. Choose friction for habits that drain you, ease for habits that feed you. If late-night scrolling steals sleep, charge your phone in the kitchen and place a book on the pillow. If morning water helps, set the full glass by your toothbrush. If snacks derail your focus, keep a bowl of almonds within reach and put candy out of sight. When you enter a room for work, ask, what can I remove to make this easier? One object move can change how a day feels. Repair becomes effortless when you choose it quickly. After a sharp reply, speak the 3 lines within 5 minutes if you can. I'm sorry for my tone. I was stretched and it was not fair. I'll pause and answer with care now. If you missed a deadline, avoid drama. I misjudged scope. Here is the revised plan and the step I've added to prevent a repeat. Thank you for your patience. Fast repair preserves trust better than perfect weeks ever will. Pressure will always visit. Prepare 3 scripts for the common kinds. Time pressure, emotional pressure, and money pressure. For time. I can take this on with a new deadline, or I can keep the deadline if we reduce scope. Which fits? For emotional. I care about this and I'm not available to process it right now. I can talk tomorrow at 10 or write my thoughts by noon. For money. I honor the value of this work. My rate for this scope is X. If that doesn't fit, I can offer a smaller option Y. Calm offers reduce friction and keep dignity intact. When someone tries to make their emergency your default, use the same sentence every time so your body learns it. I don't respond in real time. I'll come back at 4. Thank you for understanding. Then actually come back at 4. Your nervous system relaxes when your behavior matches your words. If a person repeatedly disregards your norms, escalate with clean clarity. For alignment, I will only accept requests through the shared tracker. Messages outside it won't be taken on. Please confirm. You are designing safety, not courting conflict. Home needs steady rails so you can rest without managing everything with your mind. Create a visual board with 3 columns. Now, next, later. Put only 5 cards in the now column for the household. If someone asks what is happening, point to the board. It replaces repeating yourself. If a task lingers, either shrink it or release it. Shrink. Fold laundry for 5 minutes, not all of it. Release. Bag the charity donations and schedule pickup instead of driving them. Your aim is not perfection. Your aim is a home that exhale welcomes. Boundaries with loved ones deepen with practice. When a parent calls during work hours despite your request, answer later and send this line. I'm in focus hours weekdays 10 to 12. I'll call after 4. Thank you for helping me keep this promise. If a partner forgets the agreed task, skip sarcasm and use structure. The loop broke. Please finish your piece tonight and set a reminder for next week, so we can rely on the system. If a friend treats your no as negotiable, say my answer isn't changing. I care about you. This won't fit right now. Warm and brief beats long and apologetic. If you lead a team, protect collective capacity with visible practices. Post a shared meeting-free window. Collect agenda questions in advance. End 5 minutes early by default. When someone sends a vague request to the group, reply with the standard to scope this, please share desired outcome, the decision owner, and the latest date needed. We'll respond once that's clear. You are training a culture of clarity that prevents quiet burnout. Negotiation is not combat, it is choreography. Before you ask, write a 1-page brief with 3 parts. Value you've created, what you're asking, and the business case. In the conversation, breathe slower than usual and pause after your ask. Let silence work for you. Ready lines help if pushback comes. I hear the budget constraint. Here are 2 phased options that still reach the outcome. Or, if timing is fixed, we can adjust scope. Which lever are you comfortable pulling? Your steadiness often shifts the room without force. When worry loops at night, do a 20-minute brain dump on paper, not on a glowing screen. Then draw a line under the list and write, parked until morning. Under that, write 3 repair steps you will take tomorrow. Place the paper where you can see it at your desk. Your brain believes what it can see more than the lectures you give it at midnight. If you wake again, repeat a body mantra in plain words. Eyelids heavy, jaw soft, hands warm, belly easy, hips heavy, feet soft. Let your voice be a lullaby to your system. Build a tiny library of self-respect lines for moments you once swallowed. When someone interrupts you, say, I want to finish this thought, then I'll listen. When someone minimizes your capacity, say, my load is full. If we need this done now, let's choose what drops. When a client pushes past agreed scope, say, that's beyond our current agreement. I can draft an addendum with price and timeline by tomorrow. Would you like me to proceed? Use the same tone you'd use to read a recipe. Neutral, precise, and calm. Your relationship with money can shift from fog to friendship with a simple weekly tour. Open accounts. Name what you see. Enough for musts. Project short by 50. Then ask what one action lightens this. Set a microtransfer to a buffer. Send a single invoice. Move a due date. If shame rises, label it without indulging it. Shame speaking. Facts next. Then take the one action. Consistency here quiets background noise that steals your best focus. Social energy has seasons. Decide your social minimum for the next month. 1 walk with a friend, 1 family call, 1 group event if it fits. If invitations exceed your budget, say, I'm keeping evenings light this month. I can do a short coffee next week or cheer from afar. People who love you will adjust. People who require overgiving to feel connected are naming themselves. Believe them. Choose relationships where honesty is welcome. If you are returning to ambitious goals, keep your anchors visible like guardrails on a mountain road. Before you add more, add support. This may be childcare hours, a house clean every other month, a meal service for 2 weeks of sprints, or a co-working date. Speak needs clearly. To meet this milestone, I need 2 meeting-free mornings next week. Can we protect them? If the answer is no, change the plan publicly. With the current load, new delivery is Monday, not Friday. Thank you for confirming. Owning the reality is mature power. Rest can be active or quiet. Use both. Active rest. A deliberate walk, light stretching, slow cooking, tending a plant. Quiet rest. Napping, staring at the sky, a bath in silence. If you feel guilty, whisper the truth, resting is part of working. Tired bodies work worse. Then rest anyway. You are deprogramming urgency by acting against it with care. Fear of disappointing others shrinks when you practice disappointing cleanly. Try it small. Decline a second meeting this week. Leave a group chat. Say no to a volunteer task you once did by default. Use one sentence. Thank you for asking. I'm not available. No extra paragraphs. No new reasons each time. Sit with the discomfort for 90 seconds. Breathe. It fades. In its place, a steady self-respect grows. If you live with chronic stressors you cannot change quickly, design relief pockets you can control. A 5-minute light exposure before noon. 10 minutes of movement after lunch. A hard stop for screens at 9. A Saturday hour where you are unreachable except by the call twice rule. Name these non-negotiables to those who need to know. Then keep them. Agreements with yourself must be kept in public to become real. Workflows can be simplified with templates, so you spend less energy starting. Create email starters for common notes. Warm declines, scope clarifiers, deadline adjustments. Create a checklist for your one block so beginning is automatic. Open file, set 25-minute timer. Write ugly first paragraph, breathe once, continue. When you sense friction, you need fewer options, not more motivation. Fewer options are a gift. When conflict spikes, don't litigate character. Describe behavior and impact, ask for a change and hold your ask. When messages include sarcasm, trust erodes. I need us to keep tone direct and respectful. Can you confirm? If the person resists, repeat once. Then proceed with your plan and loop in the next layer if needed. I'm parking this until we align on tone and scope. Please send confirmation. Your boundary is not anger. It's oxygen. Your sense of identity may shift as you stop overfunctioning. You may grieve the version of you who carried everything. Thank her for her service. Then define who you are becoming in plain language. I am a woman who keeps small promises, honors limits, and delivers with calm quality. When choices arrive, ask which option future you would thank you for. Choose that. Write one sentence at week's end. Future me will thank me for. Keep a small archive of these. They are proof and path. Consider a quarterly life review that fits on one page. What energized me? What drained me? What I'll keep, start, stop. Choose one change to start and one to stop. Share it with someone who respects your rails. Ask them for a single check-in text in 4 weeks. How did your keep, start, stop go? Accountability lightens the weight without inviting control. When you sense a backslide, a week of late nights, a pile of yes, don't name it a failure. Name it data. Then apply the 3-day triage. Day 1, cancel one commitment. Day 2, restore sleep by 30 minutes. Day 3, do a double-length focus block and a long walk. After 3 days, reassess. Most slides were momentum, not destiny. You can pivot. Let joy back in deliberately. Schedule brief doses you do not have to earn. Sun on your face. A song you loved a decade ago. Fresh sheets midweek. A note to someone who was kind to you. Joy does not dilute discipline. Joy sustains it. If you catch yourself bargaining, after I clear my inbox, I get joy, flip it. Joy first, then work. The work improves. As you move through rooms with other people's urgency, picture yourself carrying a small lantern. Your job is not to become a fire hose for their fires. Your job is to keep your lantern lit so you can see your next step and offer light when it is truly yours to offer. When the room heats, breathe slower, lower your voice, and speak exactly what is needed. No more. No less. Maturity in your reset shows up when life gets loud, and you stay steady anyway. Not perfect, steady. You know your rails. You have your scripts. Now we pressure test them in higher stakes rooms and tender places. You are not returning to the old pace. You are bringing a new presence into familiar arenas. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Start with the meeting that used to undo you. The room is fast. The stakes feel high. Before you enter, take one slow inhale and a longer exhale. Touch your thumb to your index finger and think here. Now, when the conversation swerves toward chaos, anchor with a single clarifying line. To land this, what decision do we need and by when? If voices escalate, drop your volume and slow your pace. Calm tempo leads the room more than loud words. If someone interrupts, finish your sentence with grace. I want to complete this thought, then I'll listen. After you speak, stop. Silence is a tool. It lets your words stand without over-explaining. Now to the email thread that spirals. You used to write 6 paragraphs and apologize 3 times. Replace that with 2 sentences that carry truth. Current status. Draft complete and under review. Next step. I will send the revised version by Thursday at noon. If a person replies with urgency that ignores your capacity, use the trade. I can turn this today with a lighter edit, or deliver the full quality tomorrow at noon. Which serves best? Give the choice, then honor it. When your manager hands you a surprise project, speak from collaboration, not defiance. I'm at capacity with A and B. To take this on, I'll need to move B to next week or adjust scope. What do you prefer? If they insist on keeping all 3, ask for prioritization in writing. For alignment, can you confirm priority order and revised timelines by email? Thank you. Clarity earns respect faster than martyrdom. If you lead, build a climate where people do not burn out to belong. Protect meeting-free blocks for everyone. Ask for pre-reads. And 5 minutes early by default. When someone says no, model appreciation. Thank you for the boundary. That keeps quality high. When you misstep and overload the team, repair openly. I overassign this sprint. I'm removing 2 items and revising our intake. Here is the new plan. Leadership is not speed. It is steadiness plus repair. Relationships require tenderness during a reset. When your partner asks for attention and you feel threaty, offer a clear, caring plan. I want to be with you and my energy is low. Give me 20 minutes to reset. Then I'm all yours for an hour, phone away. If they test the boundary, hold it with warmth. I'm following through so I can give you my best. Timer is set. If conflict rises, use the describe impact ask frame. When we talk across each other, I feel scrambled and shut down. I need us to slow, listen, and reflect back 1 sentence before replying. Can we try that now? Family gathers can stir old reflexes. You may be tempted to overhost or to accept commentary you've outgrown. Prepare your gentle scripts. For unsolicited advice, I appreciate your care. I'm making this choice and I won't be discussing it further. Thank you. For holiday pressure. We're keeping the day simple and offline this year. Let's schedule a quiet visit next weekend. If a relative crosses a line with criticism, and kindly and firmly, I'm stepping out now. We can reconnect when the tone is respectful. Then move your feet. Your body learns, you will protect it. Friendships flourish with honest limits. When a beloved friend is in a hard season, and you cannot carry one more heavy evening, try this. I care about you deeply. I have a light tank tonight. I can listen for 15 minutes now, or bring soup and sit with you for half an hour on Saturday. Which supports you? If a friend takes your boundary as rejection, repeat once. My care isn't changing. My capacity is. This is what I can offer. Then let their response teach you about the health of the connection. Money boundaries continue to steady your nervous system. If your rates need to rise, write a calm note with value, change, and cadence. I'm grateful for our work together. Beginning October 1st, my rate for this scope will be X. This reflects the outcomes we've created and supports sustainable delivery. Existing projects keep current rates through completion. Please confirm how you'd like to proceed. If pushback comes with guilt, return to the facts. I honor the value and the time this work requires. The new rate is firm. Here are 2 smaller options if that helps. Clear. Warm. Done. If you've been under-earning due to overgiving, practice the 2-sentence ask. Based on the scope and outcomes, my fee is X. I can send an agreement today. Then pause. Let silence work. If they ask for free extras, name scope and impact. That's beyond our current agreement, and would add 1 week and why cost? Should I prepare an addendum? You are not being difficult. You are being clear. Your body is the instrument you play life with. Keep tuning it. Build a quick scan you can use at midday. Jaw, shoulders, belly, breath. If one is tight, release it intentionally. Add a simple mobility loop after sitting too long. Stand, hinge at hips, sway gently, roll shoulders, twist slowly side to side. Take 40 seconds. Repeat twice a day. These small resets change the tone of your afternoon. You are training your system to recover inside the day instead of crashing after it. On days when grief or anxiety hits without warning, shrink your plan and lean on your anchors. Minimum loving version only. Water, breath, 1 block. Send clean notices to anyone affected. I'm stepping back for the afternoon and will deliver X by 10 tomorrow. Thank you for your patience. Then step away from screens and go outside if you can. Look far, a rooftop, a line of trees, a cloud. Distance calms the midbrain. Repeat your steady truth. I am safe enough. I will do the next kind thing. You are not behind. You are human. Sometimes microaggressions or dismissive behavior sap your energy more than workload. Prepare scripts that protect your dignity without igniting a spiral. When you're talked over, I'm going to finish my point, then I'm glad to hear yours. When your idea is repeated without credit, I appreciate the build on what I shared earlier. I'll add 1 nuance. When a comment lands sharp, that comment doesn't work for me. Let's keep this focused on the work. If it continues, escalate with structure. I'm pausing here. I'll resume once we have alignment on tone and participation. Then follow through. Loop in a lead, summarize, and set norms. Your environment can quietly carry you. Build a finish line for your workday that your body recognizes. A lamp you switch off. A window you open. A soft song that plays while you put the pen on the notebook. Pair it with a sentence. Work is closed. If thoughts return, don't argue. Write them on a small card labeled parked and place it under the notebook. The ritual is the medicine, not the argument. If travel returns to your life, convert chaos into cues. On planes, your anchors are water, shoulder rolls, and 2 pages of reading instead of endless scrolling. In hotels, make a mini nest. Bottle of water by the bed, device charging away from reach, curtains clipped for darkness. When jet lag presses, aim for light in the morning, gentle movement at lunch, and screens off early. Whisper, I'm kind to my clock. 1 good night often follows 2 okay ones. Trust the slope. When ambition grows louder, pace it with support and stop rules. Define your no later than time each night, and your no earlier than time each morning. Hold them. Before you add a new project, add a support. A template, a collaborator, a paid service that removes friction, or a boundary you will lean on. Write a project promise to your future self. I will not trade sleep for this. I will ask for help early. I will deliver the minimum loving version first, then iterate. Keep it visible. Your sense of self may feel different now. You may no longer be the fastest responder. You may no longer be the yes that fixes every gap. That's growth. Define your new identity in simple terms. I am a woman who protects her focus, honors her body, and speaks with calm precision. Say it once a day. When an old reflex tugs you, ask, what would the calm, precise version of me do here? Then do the smallest visible piece of that. Community matters. Build a circle where boundaries are normal and kindness is practiced. Invite 1 or 2 people into a monthly check-in that is not performative and not a complaint session. 3 questions, 10 minutes each. What helped? What hurt? What will I try next? Keep it short and reciprocal. The goal is not advice. It is witness and steadiness. When conflict escalates and you are tired, avoid diagnosing motives. Describe behavior, name impact, state ask, set consequence. When deadlines shifted without notice, I worked late and missed rest. I need 48 hours notice, or I will push to the next cycle. Please confirm. If it repeats, follow your consequence without theatrics. I'm moving this to the next cycle. I shared the requirement last time. Thank you for understanding. You are not punishing. You are teaching the system how to treat you. Use technology on purpose. Turn devices to grayscale during focus. Set an alarm named Breathe at 11 and 3. Use Do Not Disturb to guard first and last hours. Keep only essential people in the bypass list with the call twice rule. If you slip and start doom scrolling, do not scold. Say repair now. Close the app. Stand up. Look far. Drink water. Return to the next small thing. Shame stalls. Repair moves. Moneycom continues with a Friday huddle. Numbers first, story second. Open accounts. List 3 facts. Then choose one action. Send invoice, set aside tax, cancel duplication. If you live with a partner, have a 10-minute check-in. Here's what's paid, here's what's pending, here's the small move. Keep tone neutral. Choose one tiny celebration after. Tea on the porch. A slow walk. You are wiring your body to associate money with clarity, not panic. When others expect the old you, meet them with the new pattern consistently. At work, I don't respond in real time. You'll hear from me at 4. With friends, I'm offline after 8. Text me earlier if you need me. With family, I'm not traveling this holiday. I'm open to a visit next month. If someone throws guilt, resist the seminar. Repeat your line once and step away. Consistency, not explanations, teaches people who you are now. Create an overflow protocol for weeks that swell despite your best planning. Step 1. Identify 3 tasks to cancel, delegate, or defer. Step 2. Message stakeholders with a calm 2-sentence update. Step 3. Double your micro-rests, 2-minute breaks every 45 minutes. Step 4. End the day on time anyway. You cannot outrun a flood. You can move wisely within it and remain whole. You will still have days you don't like how you sounded or how you acted. Repair internally with the same brevity you use externally. I didn't like that. Next time I will pause, breathe, and use the script. Then do one kind act for your body. Warm shower, stretch, early bed. Do not hold court about your worth. You are practicing. Practice includes misses. Misses are information. Keep a small list titled Proof I Choose Myself. Add dates and micro-choices. Said no to extra meeting. Kept phone in kitchen at night. Sent calm scope line. On rough mornings, read 5 lines. The brain softens toward what it sees repeatedly. This list is not bragging. It is medicine. Let joy have a place even in heavy seasons. Notice one beautiful thing each day and speak it aloud. Pink sky on concrete. A child laughing down the hall. Steam from a cup. The nervous system does not heal on grit alone. It needs glimmers, tiny signals that life is bigger than tasks. Joy is a stabilizer, not a distraction. Finally, your refrain remains your compass. In each interaction, ask, what is the kind thing? What is the clear thing? What would consistency look like? Sometimes the kind thing is a warm yes. Sometimes it is a clean no. Sometimes consistency means ending on time even when the room wants more. Trust these questions. Trust the woman you are becoming as you answer them. Resilience is not a mood. It is a set of small behaviors repeated when nobody is clapping. As your reset matures, you will maintain your rails even when the world invites you back to frantic. You will notice earlier when you start to tilt. You will intervene sooner with smaller moves. You will hold your edges with grace in rooms that used to unravel you. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Start each morning with a quiet inventory that takes 60 seconds. What does my body need? What does my work need? What do my relationships need? Choose one action for each and keep it tiny. Body, water, and sunlight. Work, 1 half-hour block. Relationships. A single kind check-in. Write the 3 on a sticky note and keep it where you can see it. When distractions arrive, look at the note and return to the most human thing you can do next. Adopt a 2-pace work style. Deliberate and decisive. Deliberate means you slow enough to define scope and expectations. Decisive means you take the next clear step without theatrics. When you feel dragged into a swirl, ground yourself with a line that restores both paces. To proceed well, I need a clear outcome in the next 2 steps. Here is my proposal. If the room keeps spinning, become the meeting's anchor. I'll summarize my understanding in 1 minute, and you can confirm or correct. Then summarize cleanly. You are not the hero. You are the hinge that lets the door swing without slamming. If you used to equate urgency with importance, practice the opposite. Importance first, urgency second. Ask what outcome matters most this week. Put it on your 1 block each day until it moves. When someone knocks with a fresh flair, respond with care and sequence. I see the urgency. I'm in a focus block moving the core outcome. I can pivot at 2 or keep the current plan. Which should I do? Choices lower the temperature and keep you out of the hamster wheel. Reputation stabilizes when your words match your calendar. Share your response windows where others can see them and keep them. If a leader asks for an immediate answer and you cannot speak a clean promise, I will reply with a concrete update by 4. Then deliver by 4 even if the update is, draft in progress, full notes at 9 tomorrow. Reliability is not about doing everything now, it is about doing what you said by when you said. On days when your energy dips, you will resist the old impulse to sell a fantasy version of yourself. Instead, you will name capacity early. I'm operating at a 2 today. I will deliver X and move Y to tomorrow. Thank you for understanding. Most people will respond with relief because clarity is rare. If someone pushes, repeat once and stop justifying. Repetition is strategy, not rudeness. Keep your creativity alive with micromaking. Burnout tightens your ideas until they squeak. Loosen them with 5-minute drafts. Open a notes app or a small notebook. Write 1 messy paragraph, 1 possible title, 1 list of verbs, or 1 sketch. Close it. The point is to keep the door to the studio ajar. When a longer window appears, you'll already be inside the room. If you lead projects, make clarity contagious. Begin every collaboration with a 2-paragraph brief. Outcome, owner, decision points, cadence. End every meeting with a single paragraph. What we decided, who moves next, by when. If someone sends signals that they are near the edge, intervene early with care and options. Your load looks high. What should we pause, delegate, or simplify? When missteps happen, use the culture-building repair. I set a pace that strained us. I'm adjusting scope and adding buffer. Here's the new plan. A team that witnesses repair learns to tell the truth sooner. Home routines stay light and alive when you trade all or nothing for almost always. Almost always we eat at the table with phones away. Almost always we do a 10-minute reset with music at 8. Almost always means the practice survives normal chaos. If someone resists, invite them into structure instead of a speech. We'll set a timer. 10 minutes together. Then we're free. When the timer ends, end. Trust grows when you stop moving goalposts. Prepare a script for the polite repeat offender who ignores boundaries. You've said you won't work after 8. You get another ping at 9. Use a calm copy-paste line. As shared, I'm offline after 8. I'll address this at 11. Thank you. If it continues, set a consequence with courtesy. For alignment, I'll only accept requests through the tracker. Messages after 8 won't be taken on. Please confirm. Then actually follow the consequence. Your body relaxes when it sees you keep yourself safe. Finances become fuel when you create tiny certainty. Protect a recurring money minute. Open accounts. Name 3 facts aloud. Then take one action that creates relief. If cash flow is tight, write the small bridge line to clients or customers. Friendly nudge that invoice 214 is 7 days past due. Please confirm payment date today. Thank you for supporting small businesses with timely payment. If you share money with a partner, keep the tone neutral and brief. What's paid, what's pending, one move. Celebrate with tea or a walk. Ritual makes nerves remember safety. If you are parenting while you reset, build a family language for capacity. Use a color or number scale everyone understands. I'm a yellow 3 tonight, which means I have energy for dinner and a short game, then early bed. Invite kids to name their number 2. When a plan shifts, show your repair while you hold the line. I promised a long story and my tank is lower than I thought. Tonight is short. Tomorrow will add 5 minutes. The promise plus the plan keeps trust intact without abandoning yourself. Friendships mature with honest cadence. If a friend expects constant access, offer containers. I love hearing your voice. I reply best in afternoon windows. Want to try Friday check-ins for a month? Or a walk every other week? If someone treats your boundary as a puzzle to solve, pause the dynamic. I care about you. I'm noticing a pattern where my no invites pressure. I'm stepping back for a bit. Let's reconnect next month with clearer expectations. Your calm creates a chance for the friendship to grow up with you. Prepare for the tricky conversation you've postponed. Write your 3 beats, describe impact, ask. Practice out loud once. When you speak, keep your shoulders down and your voice slow. When deadlines change same day, I'm working late and losing rest. I need 48 hours notice or we move to the next cycle. Can you commit to that? If they argue, do not litigate. Repeat the ask once, then set the next step. For now, I'm moving this to the next cycle. Please confirm. Follow through is the real sentence. When you re-enter bigger goals, match ambition with infrastructure. Before accepting a stretch assignment or launching a new offer, write the supports you will install. 2 meeting-free mornings, 1 household trade, 1 accountability partner, 1 ready script for new requests. Share the plan with those who must adjust. To hit this milestone, I need Tuesday and Thursday mornings protected. In exchange, I'll handle Friday errands. Thank you for helping me deliver well. Invite collaboration without apology. Travel can be done gently. Name your anchors before you go. Hydration on the way, sunlight on arrival, simple food and early bed the first night. If a colleague expects you to be fully online while traveling, set expectations in advance. I'll be in transit from 9 to 3. I'll respond at 4 with a status and next steps. When the time comes, keep your word. Your body needs proof that you won't sacrifice it to appear tireless. When you feel the itch of comparison, use the 3-part reset. Name it. Comparison is here. Narrow it. I'm comparing my middle to their highlight. Normalize it. Everyone's path is lumpy. Then change state. Close the app, stand, breathe, and do one small thing that moves your life. Wash a glass, send an invoice, write 1 sentence. You are not resisting comparison by thought alone. You are redirecting your energy toward your actual life. Upgrade your inner narration with the coach's tone you offer others. Shift from judgment to guidance. Not, I blew it again, but that didn't work. Next rep. Pause first, script ready, slow voice. Add a physical cue so your body believes you. Hand on heart, and chin slightly lifted while you say it. You are teaching yourself that you are led by a steady adult, not a scolding critic. For the colleague who demands instant replies, choose one message that never changes. I don't work in real time. I respond at 11 and 4. If you need an urgent decision, Send the single question and the latest time you actually need it. Thank you. When they comply, praise the clarity. Thanks for the single question, easy to answer. Positive reinforcement trains the culture faster than arguments. If you manage up to a leader who glorifies speed, offer data, not drama. Show what fast and scramble costs in errors and rework. Then propose a small experiment. For the next 2 sprints, we'll protect 2 deep work blocks and deliver status at fixed times. If quality and speed both rise, we'll keep it. If not, we'll adjust. People adopt what works when they can see it. Use technology wisely by creating a dashboard that calms instead of clutters. One glance should show your 1 block, your service windows, and your top 3 commitments. Hide the rest by default. When you switch contexts, announce it to yourself in a sentence. I'm closing communication and opening creation. Toggle off notifications and open only what belongs to the block. When you reopen communication, do it on purpose. The border itself is medicine. Strengthen your yes by keeping a tangible yes budget. Write this week's budget where you see it. 2 big yes, 3 small. Each time you say yes, mark it down. When the budget is spent, every new request becomes a no or a wait list. If it's hard to say no, borrow this line. I'm at capacity this week. If timing is flexible, I can revisit on the 15th. Otherwise, I'll pass with encouragement. Your honesty teaches others to plan better and keeps you out of quiet resentment. Create a boundary for self-talk around your body and energy. Replace criticism with care. Instead of, I'm so lazy today, say, my fuel is low. I will choose light tasks and restore. Instead of, I should be able to do more, say, I will do the minimum loving version and end on time. Language shapes chemistry. Choose words that your nervous system can relax inside. When a relationship repeatedly erodes your boundaries, run a short diagnostic. Do I feel smaller after most interactions? Are my clear requests met with respect or resistance? Have I repeated the same boundary 3 times with no change? If the answers point to harm, create space with dignity. I'm stepping back to protect my health. I won't be available for a while. Wishing you well. You do not owe a debate. Safety first, then story if you choose to share. If spiritual practice is in your life, make it tactile and brief so it actually happens. A hand on the doorframe before you leave a room with the words, let me bring peace. A whispered, enough for today, before you close your laptop. A breath prayer while you wash your hands. Small, embodied rituals weave steadiness into ordinary hours. Your environment can carry messages you no longer need to speak. Place a tiny card by your desk that reads, one thing at a time. Put your walking shoes where you can see them. Keep a glass by the sink that is always ready. Replace friction with cues. Future you is the most reliable teammate when present you equips her. Build a reentry script for when you slip, because you will. You overbook a day. You stay up late on your phone. You say yes too fast. The next morning, read aloud. I forgive quickly. I shrink the plan. I restore one anchor. Then do the smallest, kindest version. A glass of water. 10 minutes on the 1 block. A short walk. The fastest way out of the ditch is forward at a kinder speed. Ambition is welcome here, but we pair it with rest and repair. When a launch or deadline approaches, pre-schedule your decompression hour 3 times that week. After each push, you will stretch, drink water, take a slow lap outside, and answer nothing for 15 minutes. Put it on the calendar with the same seriousness as a meeting. You cannot withdraw from a well you never refilled. When people praise your new steadiness, accept it without shrinking. Thank you. I've been practicing small changes. If someone insists you have become too rigid, smile and answer simply. I'm clear and calm, and that is good for me. Then keep living your proof. Arguments are unnecessary when your life is your evidence. Integrate joy into your rails so it is not an afterthought. End your 1 block with one song you love while you tidy your desk. Put a small treat in the freezer for Fridays after your money huddle. Keep flowers on the table every other week, even if they are from the tree outside that you put in a jar. Joy is not indulgent. It is resilience fuel. When evenings arrive, give yourself a gentle audit with 3 sentences. I kept one promise to myself. I protected one boundary. I added one small joy. If you cannot say yes to any, name it without judgment, and choose one miniature to do before you sleep. Put the mug in the sink. Send the two-line status. Step outside and look at the sky for 30 seconds. Close the day with dignity, not with disappointment. You are becoming the woman who knows her pace and keeps it even when the world speeds up. The proof is in small consistencies. A clear line spoken once, a timely reply that matches your promise, a laptop closed at the hour you chose, a hand to your heart before you answer a demand. Your life will keep softening and strengthening at the same time. Integration is the quiet proof that your reset is real. It shows up in ordinary mornings and routine Tuesdays. It shows up when you keep a small promise while nobody is watching, and with no penalty if you don't. This final part invites you to settle into the life you have been building. Small rails, calm words, generous rhythms, and clean endings. You are not performing wellness. You are practicing stewardship. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Start with a simple morning triad that holds even on messy days. Water, light, 1 sentence. Drink a full glass. Face daylight for a minute. Speak a guiding sentence out loud. Today I protect 1 focus block and 1 boundary. Write it on a sticky note if you like. Pocket-sized intention beats grand declarations that dissolve by 10 a.m. If your morning derails, rebuild at lunch. Water, light, 1 sentence still counts at noon. Repair now is stronger than perfect earlier. Define your personal enough, so you stop chasing the horizon. Enough at work might be 30 minutes of deep output, clear status by 4, and an honest no when your yes budget is spent. Enough at home might be a 10-minute reset, a simple meal, and faces looked at without screens. Write your enough as 3 lines and place them where you see them. When urgency tries to raise the bar midstream, point yourself back. This is enough by design. Keep your 1 block sacred and portable. On heavy weeks, shrink it to 15 minutes and call it the single slice. On light weeks, keep 30 and savor the stretch. If an interruption arrives, send a warm deferral. I'm in a focus slice. I'll return at 11 with an update. Thank you. Then actually return at 11. Your body relaxes when your words and actions match. Build a small ritual of closure at day's end that seals your edges. Close loops on paper, not in your head. 1 line for what moved. 1 line for what did not. 1 line that tells tomorrow what to do first. Then tidy the nearest surface for 2 minutes. Put the pen on the notebook. Turn off a lamp. Whisper, work is closed. If you find your mind peeking back in later, do not argue with it. Write the thought on a small card labeled parked and slide it under the notebook you closed. The motion is the medicine. Install an early warning system that notices slippage before the slide. 3 indicators are common. You begin to rush your endings, you over-explain easy boundaries, and you drop your breath. When you catch one, intervene with 3 small moves. Restore 1 ending on time. Speak 1 boundary in a single sentence. Do 3 rounds of the 4-2-6 breath. If someone asks why you ended on time, state it without apology. I honor the stop so I can deliver well tomorrow. Endings are not selfish. Endings are capacity protection. Caring for relationships during steady seasons is quieter and kinder than rescue missions. Replace grand gestures with faithful presence. Send 1 honest check-in to a friend each week that asks nothing in return. Thinking of you. No reply needed. For the friendships that need structure to thrive, offer a recurring container. Walk first Saturdays at 9? Or a 10-minute Friday voice note exchange. If someone you love needs more than you can give, say it plainly and give a dignified option. I don't have the bandwidth for daily processing. I can listen Sunday for 20 minutes or send you 3 resources. Which helps? Family dynamics respond best to early clarity. Before holidays or milestones, write a 2-sentence plan you can repeat. We're keeping this season simple at home. We can host a short visit next Saturday afternoon, or plan a call on the day. If pushback arrives dressed as love, thank the care and hold the boundary. I hear that you want more time. I'm choosing this pace for health. I won't be debating it. Then change the subject to something warm without surrendering the pace you set. Money routines can be small and steady without drama. Keep your Friday money huddle to 15 minutes. Open accounts with kind eyes. Name 3 facts aloud. Then do one action that creates relief. Send an invoice. Move a small amount to your calm buffer. Cancel a thing you don't use. If shame taps your shoulder, label it and move a pen. Shame is a fog. Pens cut fog better than speeches. If you share money with a partner, keep the rhythm neutral. Paid, pending one move. End the huddle with a small pleasure. Tea on the steps counts. Joy keeps the gear engaged. When you work with clients or a team, bake your boundaries into your system so you are not renegotiating them daily. Use templates that carry tone and clarity. Response style. I read messages at 11 and 4. For urgent timelines, send the single question and your latest true deadline. Thank you. Scope guard. To protect quality, please consolidate feedback in one document by Friday. Additional rounds add 2 days. Please confirm. Payment line. Friendly nudge that invoice 214 is 7 days past due. Please confirm payment date today. Thank you for supporting small businesses with timely payment. Templates are not cold when they are kind. They are guardrails that let you be more generous because the edges hold. Raise conversations deserve calm and data. Prepare with a 1-page brief. Value you created. The ask. The business case. Then script your opening so your body remembers. I'm excited about the outcomes we've created X, Y, and Z. Based on impact and market, I'm requesting a move to A. Here is how that supports the goals this quarter. Pause and let silence work. If a no arrives, ask a clean follow-up. What measurable targets would make a possible by Q4? Confirm those targets in writing. Leave with clarity, not crumbs. That is respect for you and for the work. Saying no remains a skill worth keeping sharp. Practice small no's so the bigger ones are less loaded. Decline a second meeting that day. Let a group chat go quiet without guilt. Use the same warm line each time. Thank you for thinking of me. I'm at capacity. Wishing you the best with it. If someone pushes past your no, repeat once. My answer is the same. Then move your feet. Do not re-argue your boundary against new angles. Consistency teaches faster than explanations. Your body is your long-term ally. Treat it as such with maintenance, not only rescue. Build 2 movement anchors that survive busy weeks. 5 minutes after lunch, 5 minutes at 4. Walk, stretch, or move gently to one song. Add a weekly delight that your body can look forward to. A slow bath, a backyard sit, a longer walk with a friend. If an injury or illness changes the plan, adapt with kindness. Minimum loving version for 3 days, then reassess. Speak to yourself the way you would to a friend learning to jog. Proud of you for lacing up. Small counts. Reputation is built on the trilogy of clarity, delivery, and repair. Keep using 2-sentence status updates. Current status X. Next step Y by Z. Deliver when you said you would. When you miss, repair fast without a confession novel. I misjudged scope. Revised delivery is tomorrow at noon. Here is what I've adjusted so this doesn't repeat. Thank you. Professionals do not avoid misses. They shorten their half-life. Craft one-page operating notes for yourself each quarter so your environment keeps pace with your season. Best focus hours, service windows, meeting preferences, current yes budget, micro-rest cues. Update it as your life changes. Pin it. Share it with collaborators. Then point back to it when old patterns try to return. As shared in my ops note, I'm offline after 8. You'll hear from me at 11. Thank you. Systems protect you from your generous reflexes. If you manage others, keep building a team where boundaries and excellence are not opposites. Protect 2 deep work blocks for everyone. Normalize that people are offline at night. Praise a clear no. When a slide toward chaos appears, ask better questions. What must be true for you to deliver with calm? What can we pause or drop? What templates would make this faster next time? Then put answers into process so the change outlives the meeting. Handle conflict with the same steady frame every time so your body does not panic. Describe behavior, name impact, make a clear ask, state consequence you are willing to keep. When deadlines shift same day, I work late and lose rest. I need 48 hours notice, or I will move the task to the next cycle. Please confirm. If it repeats, hold your consequence without a speech. I'm moving this to the next cycle. I shared the requirement last time. Thank you. You are not dramatic. You are dependable. Ambition can be a gentle flame that warms your life, not a wildfire that consumes it. Keep your stretch projects in a staircase of micro milestones. Each rung is 30 minutes of work or one decision made. Celebrate lightly at each rung. Hand to heart. Whispered yes. If the staircase crowds your anchors, slow down or add support before speed. Ask early. To meet this goal, I need Tuesday mornings meeting free. Can we lock them now? If not, adjust the timeline in public. With current load, delivery is Monday, not Friday. Thank you. Honesty earns trust. Travel, caregiving, and unforeseen life chapters will visit again. Create adaptable minimums you can keep through them. On travel days, water, light, 1 block of focused reading instead of social media. In caregiving seasons, 1 outside minute at noon, 1 kind meal, 1 message to your circle asking for the specific help you need. I need 3 dinners this week and a school pickup Friday. Thank you. People often want to help. They need clarity more than hints. Comparison will still try to steal your quiet. Keep the 3-part reset ready. Name it, narrow it, normalize it, then change state. Comparison is here. I'm comparing middles to highlights. Everyone's path is lumpy. Close the app. Stand up. Drink water. Do 1 next helpful action for your life. The body move is what ends the loop, not the perfect thought. Let your home be a place that reminds you who you are now. Replace clutter with cues. A glass waiting by the sink. A small lamp where you read. A hook that holds the bag you take on walks. A tray where your laptop sleeps at night. These little lodgers are sentences that your nervous system reads without effort. The room says, rest now. Begin gently. 1 thing at a time. Keep a running list titled Proof I Choose Myself. Dates and tiny wins. Said no to Saturday work. Kept phone in kitchen. Sent calm scope line. On hard mornings, read 5 lines. Evidence melts resistance better than motivation speeches. You are not persuading yourself with ideas. You are showing yourself your record. Hold the refrain like a rhythm section under the song of your life. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Kindness without clarity breeds confusion. Clarity without kindness leaves bruises. Consistency without either becomes cold. Together, they create a tone that lets you be strong and still feel like yourself. Speak the refrain before a boundary, after a repair, at the doorway between roles. It is the compass you carry in your pocket. You are not fragile. You are valuable. You are not late. You are building something durable at a human pace. When you doubt, Place your hand on your chest and lift your chin a little, so your throat can breathe. Whisper, I choose a steady life. Then ask the simple question that has carried you through this whole reset. What is mine to do in the next hour? Do that. Release the rest. The future you are building is not fragile. It is flexible and faithful. You don't need perfect weeks to keep it. You need tiny proofs that you keep choosing your rails under changing weather. When life is calm, you practice. When life gets loud, you apply. When you miss, you repair. This is the craft now. Be kind. Be clear. Be consistent. Make a season map you can update in 10 minutes. Write 3 lines. What gives me energy now? What drains me now? What I will protect this month. Protect means you put it on the calendar and give it a name that reminds you why it matters. Deep work stays, quiet power hour. Wind down stays, protect sleep. If someone asks to borrow that time, say, I'm protecting my quiet power hour at 9. I'm free at 11 or can reply in writing this afternoon. Which helps. You are not declining them. You are honoring the system that helps you show up well. Create a re-entry plan for the next bump before you need it. 3 pieces. 1 minimum anchor you will keep no matter what, 1 script you will use to shrink commitments, and 1 person you will inform early. Minimum anchor. Water and light before messages. Shrink script. I'm narrowing focus for 72 hours to protect delivery. Here's what stays, here's what moves. Person. A colleague or friend who respects boundaries. Text them, I'm entering a tight window. If you don't hear from me at 4, please nudge me to close the day on time. You're building guardrails that click into place without drama. When a bright opportunity arrives, test it with desire, capacity, and support. Ask, do I want this? Can I hold it without breaking anchors? What support will I add so I don't pay in sleep or resentment? If support is missing, your answer is, I'm interested. To deliver well, I need childcare on Tuesdays and a meeting-free morning. If that's possible, I can start on the 15th. If not, I'll refer you. You are not being demanding. You are designing a sustainable yes. If your workplace glorifies speed, let your steadiness become a quiet standard. Start meetings with a 10-second alignment line. The decision we need today is X. The latest we can decide is Y. Here's the short context. End meetings 5 minutes early and thank people for the margin. If someone tries to turn your focus block into a standing call, offer a container that protects the shape. My focus block is 9 to 10. I can meet 10 to 10:30 on Tuesdays. If that doesn't work, send 3 questions and I'll reply at 4. Consistency is what persuades a culture, not speeches. Keep your scripts visible where you stumble. For scope creep, we've added items beyond the initial agreement. That adds 1 week or requires dropping X. Which do you prefer? For last-minute urgency that is not yours, I see the rush. I can do a light pass today or a full, careful review tomorrow by noon. Which serves the goal? For repeated boundary pushing, my answer isn't changing. Thanks for understanding. The more you reuse clean language, the faster your body learns safety. Repair remains your superpower. When a promise slips, speak it early and plain. I misjudged my load. Revised delivery is tomorrow at noon. Here's what I adjusted to prevent a repeat. Thank you for your patience. When tone slips, own it fast. I'm sorry for my edge earlier. I needed a pause and didn't take it. I'm back and steady now. Then prove it with your next sentence. Repair without self-attack keeps your dignity intact and trust alive. Invest in money calm like it is nervous system care, because it is. Keep a small buffer you nickname calm, even if it starts with coins. Set a microtransfer on payday, so it grows without debate. When you raise rates or pay, tie them to outcomes in health. Based on outcomes X and Y, I'm moving my rate for this scope to A on November 1st. This supports sustainable delivery and continued quality. Current projects keep the present rate through completion. Please confirm. If someone replies with a guilt-flavored no, stay with facts and choices. I honor the time and value of this work. The new rate is firm. I can offer a smaller option or a later start. Which works? Make your home show you who you are becoming without words. A glass waiting by the sink says drink water. A small lamp and a book say wind down without a screen. A hook by the door says walks matter. A tray where your laptop sleeps says work has an end. These quiet cues reduce decision fatigue and let your anchors happen on autopilot. When you tidy, do 2 minutes, then stop. Praise the finish out loud. Finish counts more than perfect. Friendships deepen with structure and warmth. Offer a cadence you can keep. I reply best in afternoon windows. Want to do Friday voice notes for a month and see how it feels? When someone is in a heavy season and you are at capacity, say, I care about you. I can listen Sunday for 20 minutes or send a meal by Friday. Which helps more? If your no is treated as a challenge, step back kindly. I'm noticing my no invites pressure. I'm pausing for now. Let's reconnect next month with clearer expectations. Healthy bonds survive clarity. Family dynamics grow saner with early boundaries and short, loving lines. Before a visit, write a plan that names arrival, shared time, and rest windows. Send, will host from 2 to 5 on Saturday. We'll be offline after for quiet. Looking forward to seeing you. If commentary arrives about your pace, respond once. I'm choosing a steadier rhythm that works for me. I won't be debating it. Then change the subject to something warm. You are not rude. You are clear. Parenting benefits from shared language about capacity. Use a simple scale everyone understands. I'm at a 2 tonight. Energy for dinner and a short game, then early bed. Invite kids to name theirs. When you need quiet, offer a trade you will keep. I need 20 minutes to reset. You can read or draw. When the timer rings, I'm yours for a board game. If tears come, hold the line with warmth. I hear you. The timer still stands. Then deliver the promised connection. Consistency is the love kids can feel. When grief or anxiety visits, shrink the plan and walk beside yourself, not behind with a whip. Send a simple notice to those affected. I'm stepping back for the afternoon. I'll deliver X by 10 tomorrow. Thank you for your patience. Then do the minimum loving version. Water, breath, 1 block. Take your eyes to the far horizon if you can, even through a window. Distance calms the midbrain. Whisper, I am safe enough. The next kind thing is enough. As ambition returns, pair it with support and stop rules. Write your stop rule on a card where you can see it. I do not trade sleep for this. I do not add scope without removing something. I ask for help early. When you feel the old rush, pause and read the card out loud. Then take one small step that honors both your goal and your guardrails. A scope email, a template, a calendar block, a collaborator text. Ambition plus boundaries becomes durable progress. Build a monthly check-in that fits on 1 page. What gave energy? What drained it? What I will keep, start, and stop. Choose 1 start and 1 stop only. Share them with someone who respects your rails. Ask for a single text in 4 weeks. How did your start/stop go? Light accountability beats heavy oversight. You are not building a cage. You are building a rhythm. Use technology to protect your attention, not poach it. Keep your home screen boring. Grayscale during work hours. Favorites for true emergencies only. Do not disturb for first hour and last hour. 1 glance dashboard shows your 1 block, service windows and top 3 commitments. Hide everything else. When you switch modes, say it out loud. I'm closing messages and opening creation. When you reopen messages, say, I'm closing creation and opening service. Your body hears your voice. Strengthen your yes with a visible yes budget each week. 2 big, 3 small. Mark them as you spend them. When the budget empties, your default becomes, I'm at capacity. If timing is flexible, I can revisit on the 15th. Otherwise, I'll pass with encouragement. You will feel discomfort. Breathe. 90 seconds later. The wave is gone and your calendar still belongs to you. If someone repeatedly erodes your boundaries, diagnose behavior, not identity. Ask yourself, do my clear asks lead to consistent change? Have I repeated the boundary 3 times? Do I feel smaller after most interactions? If the answers point to harm, create space with dignity. I'm stepping back to protect my health. I won't be available for a while. Wishing you well. You owe no seminar on your worth. Safety first. Story later if you wish. Keep your proof visible. A running note titled Proof I Choose Myself with dates and tiny wins. Declined second meeting. Kept phone in kitchen. Sent clean scope line. On messy mornings, read 5 lines from your own list. Evidence softens resistance. You are not psyching yourself up. You are remembering who you already are. Practice the 90-second roll reset before entries that matter. Stop. Inhale and exhale slowly. Shake your hands out. Drop your shoulders. Name the role you are entering. Now I am a steady colleague. Now I am a present parent. Now I am my own advocate. Then step through the doorway. If you carry the wrong energy in, repair in 1 line. I brought work tone into home. Let me reset. Then actually reset. When you mentor, narrate your rails out loud so others see how sustainable success works. Share that you protect focus windows, that you use a yes budget, that you end on time even when people ask for more. Praise their clear no's. Ask them, what can you stop or shrink this week and still keep your job safe? Help them pick one move. You are offering a model and language, not a lecture. Hold your self-talk to the same standard you offer others. Short, kind, actionable. Not, I ruin everything when I slip. Instead, that didn't work. Next rep. Shrink plan, speak boundary, repair early. Pair it with a physical cue so your body believes you. Palm to heart, chin slightly lifted. Steady adults lead from the front. You are the steady adult you needed. Create a simple exit routine for the seasons that end. A job, a project, a chapter of caregiving. Write 3 thank yous, 3 lessons, and 3 boundaries you will carry forward. Speak them out loud. Close the laptop. Walk outside. Let your eyes find something far. Endings done on purpose free energy for beginnings done with care. If faith or spiritual practice lives in you, keep it small and embodied so it travels into busy days. A quiet blessing as you fill your water glass. May this be the pace I can keep. A whispered mercy at your desk. Enough, not everything. A hand on the doorframe as you leave a room. Let me bring peace. Tiny rituals weave steadiness into ordinary hours. Expect backslides and turn them into reps. You binge work, you overgive, you scroll late. The next morning, read your re-entry script out loud. I forgive quickly. I shrink the plan. I restore 1 anchor. Then act water, breath, 10-minute block. If needed, send 1 clean update. Operating at low capacity today. Completing X and moving Y to tomorrow. Thank you. No self-trial, no long apology. Rep done. You're back. Return joy to the center, not the edge. Put 1 tiny delight on the calendar before you earn it. Sun on your face at noon. A song while you tidy the desk. Fresh sheets midweek. When the hour arrives, keep the date. Joy fuels discipline. It does not distract from it. If you feel guilty, remind yourself, rest and delight keep me generous over years, not weeks. Then smile and follow through. If the world speeds up, keep your lantern. Picture yourself carrying a small light as rooms get urgent. Your job is not to douse every fire. Your job is to keep your light steady so you can see the next right step and offer it without burning out. Speak fewer words. Drop your voice. Choose a pace that invites nervous systems around you to calm. Your presence is more persuasive than any argument. You have rebuilt trust with yourself one small promise at a time. You keep water and light. You close on time more often. You speak clear lines without guilt. You repair fast. You say yes from desire and capacity, not default. People notice. Some may push. Most will relax. You are not returning to the old sprint. You are walking a steady road with your head up and your shoulders loose. You are living proof that small routines build steady confidence.